Welcome back, my friends. Today is 21 Questions with James and Jess. Thank you for being here. We're excited to answer a few of your questions, and as long as you have questions, we're going to keep answering them. So if we don't answer it, fire away in the comments here. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and let's begin. What is your favorite wedding you've ever photographed?
I think we have the same answer for this one.
Lake Como.
Because of how...
Enough. Lake Como, enough.
Yeah, period.
Like the people and everything, the whole wedding. But there's more of a story to it.
We also happened to photograph this wedding in the middle of 2020 in August. It was the first weekend that Italy opened back up for weddings. And in order to get in there, we had to do a lot of research. I had
48 pages of notarized documents.
In Italian and English.
Negative COVID test, permission from every vendor, from the hotels, from the venues, everything. And at that point, we still, getting on that flight, did not know when we landed if they'd let us in. So we had our European friends who are photographers on call.
Yeah.
But we got in, and it was epic. It looked like this.
Epic.
What is your favorite camera lens? 35 millimeter.
50 millimeter 1.2 because it's exactly the same thing that you see in real life. It doesn't zoom in or zoom out. It's a prime lens, but it's like you put up your camera to your face and it's exactly what you would normally see. That's why I love it.
35. Wine or beer? Wine.
Definitely wine.
And red wine.
Yes, always red.
The occasional rosé on a hot summer's day, but always red wine. Neither of us drink beer.
No.
Yeah. Who is more organized? That's not even there's no contest there.
That's not even fair.
That's just it. That's it. I've worked really hard to become organized and implement structure into my life, and I would say I am an organized person now, but she still wins.
My brain just organizes
Yeah,
things.
that's just how she is. It's great. I benefit from it. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Early bird.
Night owl.
Film or digital?
Digital.
Always digital.
We both learned on film.
I've done film, digital.
Digital helps us love and serve our clients best. We could talk about this for a long time.
I could go on. If you're interested, ask, but digital. Digital wins. Canon or Nikon? Canon. I have nothing against Nikon or Sony or any of those. A lot of the videos, this is on an R6, but a lot of the clips of the videos I make are on my iPhone.
Yeah.
To me, I'm not a techie, and it really doesn't matter. I grew up on Canon. I grew up on my dad's Canon film camera. I remember being at Disneyland taking photos of the Matterhorn. That's the first photograph I ever remember taking. I have to find that, of the Matterhorn with my dad's film camera.
That's so cool. What for you?
5 or 6, maybe? I'll have to figure that out. I'll find the photo and let you guys know. I'm not a gearhead. I have nothing wrong with any of those companies. It's the result that it produces. So you can use an iPhone. I have friends who've shot weddings on iPhones, and it's turned out remarkable. So whatever you're doing, just make sure you're mastering the tool and the outcome. The tool is just a means to get you there. Who's the boss?
I think this can be easily answered by
just pointing to you.
James and I go to Mexico a lot, and every time we're in Mexico together, they call me
La Jefa.
La Jefa, which is
also on paper. She's the CEO and president of the company, and I'm the CFO of the company. That was a really funny conversation we had. It wasn't even when the guy asked our attorney who's writing all the papers. He's like, "Who's in charge?" It's just like she raised her hand, and I pointed to her. It is. Jess is wired
to be the
boss.
We both make decisions together, though.
Yeah, but on paper, when you're a corporation, you have to have a boss, and she's the clear choice, obviously.
Thank you.
Do you have a set day off a week?
No.
It
changes, especially with travel.
Yeah, so people ask, it's like, is this a business trip or are you working this week? We love what we do. We get to work together. We get to work in our home, and then we get to work abroad. So half the time we're at home, half the time we're abroad. And when your schedule is that way, there's no we take Thursdays off. It doesn't work out that way, especially when you're photographing things and speaking at events and doing YouTube videos like this. We do have to pay attention sometimes that we basically have to pull ourselves away, say, hey, we should probably take a few hours or this evening off. But the last time we had a full day off from start to finish is, I don't know. I don't think we require it all the time. What do you think?
I think what we tend to do, especially in travel season, is we'll work for a full solid week up until when we travel. And then like when we were in Mexico a few weeks ago, we had time when we were in Mexico to fully rest and relax and recharge. And I think for us, it's worth it to not take a day off for maybe 7 days in order to go somewhere else where we can fully recharge.
And it's subjective. So if you're thinking, I need that set day off, that's awesome. A lot of us creatives have a really weird way of working or schedule. And if you don't require it, just pay attention and make sure you're not just running yourself into the ground. But if you have a little extra octane in the tank, keep going.
Also, it's very important to fully rest and fully work.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Don't half-ass anything. Whole-ass something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always the joke, but if you are in between tasks and you're thinking, I need to rest a little bit today, I'm gonna work a little bit today, don't half-ass a task and say I'll do the rest of it tomorrow. Even if you're feeling that way, this is usually how we know it.
Yeah.
We'll be there, or I'll be editing a video or something. I just think like, I'm kind of halfway in this. I'll just stop completely. Shut everything off. I'll take the day off or an hour off, whatever it is, because I know I'm gonna have to come back and redo it anyways. And then I wasted potential time to work and I wasted potential time to rest. Choose one, fully commit.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh.
Oh man.
The Holiday.
That's the one Christmas movie that Jess watches with me before Christmas starts, which it starts after Halloween, if you ask me.
No, it doesn't. It starts after Thanksgiving.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is my favorite Christmas movie.
I also love Elf.
It's a good movie, a classic. All of them.
All of them.
What do you listen to when you work?
Oh.
These are two very different answers. Jess, go ahead.
I listen to unedited, pretty dirty rap and hip
Jess listens
hop.
to the most explicit music you can imagine, which I think is hilarious. And I just hear her office door shaking, and I'm out here, I'm listening to like jazz or taiko or just some ambient music. And this is, I've boiled it down to why. Back to the who's more organized. Jess's mind is naturally structured, so she can listen to all that music and it gives her energy when she's focused on like a computer task. My mind requires external structure, so when I listen to calming music, it helps provide that focus and external structure. What is your all-time favorite big city? New York.
Paris.
Paris is second. I play jump rope with them. When I'm in Paris, I think it's Paris. When I'm in New York, I think of New York. But I will say there's not a day that goes by in my life that I don't think about New York City. It's a wonderful place. Coffee or tea? Coffee.
Definitely coffee.
That's not even close to a contest or a question. Coffee is superior.
Tea if I've already had 3 cups of coffee that day.
Or a 4th cup of coffee. Here, we'll go sub question. Favorite cup of coffee? Mine's just black coffee or black Americano.
I do an Americano with 2 inches of steamed oat milk.
There you go. Also, my theory on coffee is yes, I'm currently looking at 2 espresso machines right now. I don't know, that just happened. But my dream machine is the La Marzocco single head Linnea Mini, which is like the home, all white, like the light panels.
I just looked it up yesterday. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's gonna happen soon. But I'm picky about coffee. I like really, really good coffee. But if I'm at a diner or someone offers me a cup of coffee and I don't have control over that coffee, I still like coffee. I like shitty diner coffee and I like really, really good espresso.
You like diner coffee
It's just true. Where did you grow up?
Santa Barbara, California, downtown.
San Diego, California. So I moved up here to go to college, fell in love, sold my car, bought a ring. Story for a different time. So this is home base. What is one of the biggest mistakes new photographers make?
Ooh, I know.
Good. Yeah?
Being too prideful to ask questions of other photographers, because
Why do you know that?
I made that mistake. And not investing in education early on.
Yes.
And trying to make these mistakes on your own and wasting so much time when you could have invested less than $1,000 and learned everything you needed to, and it would have accelerated your business.
And that's coming from someone who, I mean, you just said it, prideful not to ask those questions.
Oh, yeah.
And spent a lot of extra time figuring those things out, and from someone who was in a ton of debt for having student loans going to a photography college that doesn't even exist anymore, and I dropped out. Thank goodness I did, because when I started that photography college, education like this didn't exist. You can pay a few $100s to even a few $1,000s for courses compared to literally $80,000+ that I had to dump into this photography school. And I'm grateful, brought me to Santa Barbara. I met Jess through that, so there's no regrets in that. But man, if someone were to lay in front of me the courses that we create now and that our friends create and other creatives have,
game changer.
Oh my gosh. Would you rather travel train or boat?
Ooh.
Boat, yeah. Boat, because as I was thinking of like those Venetian boats. That's a boat. But it's like a train's also a great travel option.
I was thinking about trains this morning and how they're not an efficient form of travel, but it can be so relaxing and you can get work done on the train and then you arrive rested.
Yes, so efficiency as in travel time takes, so for instance, my family lives in San Diego still. On a good day, 3 to 4 hour drive. On the train, consistently 6 to 7 hours.
Yes.
And that takes twice as long, but I drive down there and I can't do anything while I drive. So either I drive for 4 hours and I get there a little sooner, or
you hit traffic and you drive for 6
hours and I could have been on a train.
You arrive angry because you sat in traffic.
I hate traffic.
It's not even funny.
I hate traffic. I'll say it again. I hate traffic.
Yeah, he does.
That's why I love the New York City subway system. It's the most beautiful form of public transportation. Also a train. Trains are having a strong argument now. But
we said
on
boat and here we are.
like an Amtrak train, I can sit, it has Wi-Fi, I can have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, and I can do valuable work. So I would rather spend the extra 3 hours on the train working and with efficiency with work rather than time, because that's time invested in things that can change people's lives, business, all those things. But boat is still the answer.
Boats.
What is your favorite comfort food? Ramen.
Oh, that's good.
Ramen. Every day I could eat ramen and be so comforted.
I don't know.
You serious?
Just food.
Ramen.
Ramen.
Mac and cheese? Peanut butter and jelly?
Oh.
Barbecue?
I know the answer to this. I don't know how to say it, but I think it's like cacio e pepe.
Oh,
it's adult mac and cheese Italian style. So it's literally
I don't think
noodles.
that's how you say it.
That's not how you say it. That's really embarrassing. I don't speak Italian though, so I didn't pretend to know.
That's good.
But they take the noodles and they put it inside of, like, the best way I've had it is inside of a wheel of cheese, and then they stir it around.
And they light it on fire with brandy.
And they light it on fire with brandy. I didn't know that. They stir it around in this giant thing of cheese, so then the noodles mix in with the melted cheese, and then they put it on your plate with a little bit of pepper. Ooh,
there you go. Comfort food. Both noodles.
Yeah.
What is your dream car?
Ooh, G-Wagon.
What kind of G-Wagon?
All white.
White? Smoked out?
Yeah.
All of it? Shiny rims?
Yep.
G-Wagon for her. I have one of my dream cars. Savannah the Land Rover, which is an original Land Rover Discovery, in that exact color, has been one of my dream cars. So when I had that chance, I jumped on it. The only other car that would be like a crazy dream car would probably be the older Land Rover, which is the Defender.
Oh, yeah.
But I still think I like mine better. But there's an answer.
Nothing new and fast?
Oh, something new and fast?
Yeah. You can race me in my G-Wagon?
Something new and fast.
Or newer, like
an Aston Martin, like Bond's Aston Martin.
Okay.
There you go, that would be cool. But still Land Rover. What is your favorite guilty pleasure?
dirty martini with extra olives, also charcuterie board.
Probably cigars, and I wouldn't even consider charcuterie board a guilty pleasure, or else I'm very guilty. Probably cigars. What is your favorite book? Oh, Jess doesn't read. Okay, this is the worst thing.
Much.
Jess can like speed read, power through books, and she hardly reads. And I try to read a book, probably 2 or 3 books a month. And I could not pick a favorite one. A handful of favorites. The Compound Effect, which I've done a book review for on this channel before. I reread that every single year. I recently read the 5 a.m. Club. Whether you want to wake up and you're an early bird or night owl or not, read the 5 a.m. Club. It's amazing.
I didn't read that one.
But I relay all this. All like pillow talk after I read a book is just like, and then this happened, and then this happened.
It's great.
Oh, my all-time favorite book though, I actually do know this. My all-time favorite book is a book called Setting the Table, and it is written by Danny Meyer, who is, in my opinion, the greatest restaurateur in the world. He owns Union Square Hospitality Group in New York City now, obviously the greatest city in the world, and Union Square Cafe, amongst so many other restaurants and eateries, and he's also the founder of Shake Shack. But he writes this autobiography through the lens of him growing up of hospitality. And it just is, it's my favorite book.
You also love The Alchemist.
Oh, yeah, I recently just read The Alchemist. It was the first time I ever sat and in one sitting just read the book. I read half of it. I helped Jess with something real quick, and then I came back and finished it. Really amazing book. Read The Alchemist too. Read, just read. Read.
Yeah,
Absorb
read.
knowledge. Literally, there's endless amounts. Or have your spouse or partner read and then have them relay the information to you.
Or books on tape.
Or books on tape.
Audiobooks.
Books. Wow. I don't even know if we're old enough to say that.
I am.
Books on tape?
I'm old enough to say that, but I
remember like the Disney books on tape where it was like,
yeah, I had all
you
of
would follow
them.
along
I
and
had
turn the, okay.
all of them.
Name one thing that is essential to success.
Ooh. Self-awareness.
Okay, you took mine. I'll do something else. So you explain yours first.
Knowing who you are and how you work so that you're able to, be productive, but also I think knowing how you work and how you function and realizing the people around you are different in how they function, we've talked about this on here before, is so important to success because if you don't, go ahead, you got this.
You're the boss.
And I pass it to you.
If you don't know yourself, how in the world are you going to know how to be productive? When hardship comes, when you're faced with challenges or roadblocks or whatever it looks like, if you don't know yourself, you're going to crumble under that pressure of not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
So that's both our answers. If I were to choose a second thing, it would be believe in consistent hard work compounding over time. I think we're in such an immediate culture right now, which a lot of that's amazing. I love that I can click a button and have groceries delivered.
Yeah.
It helps me be productive in the things I can be. I love that I have meal prep shipped to me. I love that I can have a camera 2 days later if one of them breaks because Canon's amazing and they ship things overnight. However, when it comes to success, there's no substitute for disciplined, hard, gritty work compounded over time. So this has been 21 Questions with James and Jess. Like we said, fire away more questions in the comment section here. If you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. We are here all the time. And until next time, my friend, know that you are capable of great and amazing things. And we will see you in the next episode.